Hello, YouTube. We're outside of Time Warp Toys and Collectibles in Lake Grove, Long Island. Let's go inside and see what we can find. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the montage of the store I visited. And to answer the question posed in my thumbnail, was it a waste of time? The answer is 100% no. It was a great store, and I am happy that I visited it. The name of the store is Time Warp Toys and Collectibles. They are located at 2858 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. That is basically East Long Island in Suffolk County. And their phone number is 631-256-5884. The owner is Mike. He was a really nice guy. They are on Facebook. Go check them out. And they really had a massive selection of vintage toys. It was really a time warp because I felt like I was a child. There were Star Wars toys, vintage, new. In fact, they had the Death Star I saw on a top shelf that I have still from when I was a child, with the original box displayed in Time Warp Comics or Time Warp Collectibles. They had WWF vintage toys. They had vintage toys dealing with Voltron. Anything that you can think of from the past growing up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, they had. So it was really a fun time to visit, and it actually reminded me of another vintage collectible toy store that I went to, and here is the thumbnail right here. And if you didn't check out this store located in Copeg, Long Island, you should check out the upload because that was another cool store. So the main question that we're dealing with now is, I went there for comics, and there were comics there. There were many long boxes there, and I did dig through the long boxes. There were slabs on the wall, but the store was not a comic store. The main focus of the store was not comics, it was vintage toys. So it was fun digging through the long boxes because mixed in with modern books, there were some Bronze Age books and older books that intrigued me, but I didn't purchase any of them because I'm not a vast collector for non-key issues. There was one book that I did purchase, though, however, and the book that I purchased was a slab, and it is Teen Titans #1. It is a newsstand edition, and it's a 9.4, and it is from November 1980. Now, I think I have the whole run of Teen Titans from this era, minus this book, #1, and the first appearance of, I believe, Deathstroke. So here it is. And I originally bought this because I was going to try to crack it and resubmit it because I thought it was a good candidate for a 9.8. And then when I got home, what I did was I looked at the grader's notes, and the only thing in the grader's notes in relation to this book was that there is a color breaking crease on the bottom left of the book. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up. And that was the only defect. And then with further inspection, this is an old case from 2004 from CGC with the instructions in the back, and the case has a perimeter around it with, I guess, a holder or a clamp that goes around the case. I don't have too many of these. Actually, I don't have any of these old cases. Excuse me, I have to shut off my oil burner. So I said to myself, I sort of like these cases. I sort of think that these cases, to me, are a little bit more sturdier than the newer ones. Tell me what you think in the comments. And I said, you know what? Am I going to really crack it and start messing with it and start cleaning it? Because there's a few dirty areas that I can work on and try to get a 9.8. And I said to myself, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to enjoy it. The store was asking $140, and I negotiated it down, and I picked it up for around $100. Is it a significant deal? It's a good deal. I'm happy with it. I went on eBay and I saw the other books that were similar in price, and I paid below market value, I believe, sort of based on the sales on eBay. But it's a book I wanted, and I wanted to support a local business. Because remember, support local businesses because they have to pay rent, taxes, they have expenses associated with having such big stores. And even if you can get a price on eBay that is maybe better, you still have to pay shipping, you still have to pay taxes. Well, I pay taxes for this book, but you understand all the fees associated with buying books online. And I like to give back to local businesses who work hard every day. Not that eBay sellers don't work hard every day, don't get me wrong, but with a store, there's a whole different level of expenses that the proprietor needs to spend in order to provide things to customers. I'm a small business owner. I've been a business owner since 2000, so I know the things that are involved with owning a small business, the expenses associated with a small business, and that's why I purchased the book versus buying it online. So there you go. I hunted for comics in a toy collectible store, and I picked up a Bronze Age. Well, this is 1980. Is this modern or bronze? With the newer books, I do get a little confused, but we can get an answer. Maybe someone in the comments will tell me. And again, I do believe this is the latter end of the bronze. And again, I am always hunting for keys from the Bronze Age and first appearances and things of that nature. It's one of my favorite eras minus Golden Age. So thank you. Share, comment, leave a comment like I just said, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I appreciate your support. And if you're in Long Island, you're in the area, I would highly recommend to go see and take a stop by Time Warp Toys and Collectibles. You won't go wrong. It's a fun place to visit, and it will definitely invoke memories from your childhood. Stay tuned.